Well, I've come to the end of my thread, and I wanted to take a minute to show you how I finish the thread on this. I have my last set of beads on here, so I'm going to thread my needle. Again, because the sinew is moistened, once it dries, I don't have to worry about tying a knot, it'll stay in place. Instead of taking my last stitch here, parallel with the direction of travel, I'm going to put the needle in perpendicular and come out right about there in the middle. Push that through a little bit more with my leather pad so you can see that. So push that through, and now when I snug that down, you can see the thread is coming out right in the middle of the beadwork. Now very simply, I'm going to take another stitch in between that row, and I'm going to kind of loop back upon itself right next to the last stitch that I took. So there's two there. They're kind of side by side. Pull that snug. And then lastly, I'm going to put the needle in and go with the direction back here as a back stitch. Take a top stitch through the leather, coming out about 4 rows of beads backwards. Push that on through, and voila. Pull that down snug, and I feel quite confident when this thread dries, it's going to stay put. It's not going to come unraveled. I've taken 2 or 3 extra stitches through. If you really feel you need to do one more, you can see where I've come through between these 2 rows. I'll do another stitch as a small loop perpendicular to the direction of travel. Pull that taut. So basically, doesn't matter how much wear and tear that gets. Snip that down close so you don't see the thread sticking out. That thread dries stiff. It's not going to work loose coming back through the leather. Those several stitches, that's going to lay down. And again, didn't have to go through to the back. Top stitches only. So that thread's going to stay in there. And there's not much thread left, if you can see that. I don't need to leave a lot of thread like you do sometimes with working a long needle with beading thread and a beading needle. Sometimes you need to leave plenty so you can take that last several stitches and tie your knots. This is very quick and simple for ending sinew and then starting the next one right beside it, which likewise, as you saw previously in the video, just takes a couple of quick stitches and it's going to lock it in place, because once it dries, it's not coming undone. Hopefully that helps. Good luck with your crafting.